What's good? What's good? What's good? Shout out to everybody in the channel. Hope you guys had a wonderful day of whatever you had going on yesterday. We're going to have some fun today, man. I did a consultation for somebody. I did a consultation. And this consultation was some interesting questions that were asked of me. And I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to tell you, please help me reach this goal today. I haven't made the goal in a week. No, I have. Yes, I have. So I had a consultation, guys. And the fighters were not named, but I was asked a question about what I thought. And without giving away too much information, I gave an answer to a question. And the answer applies to Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. Let me put it that way, because I got to be very careful how I say this. I was asked some questions and asked to give context because it was about a contract in the sport of boxing. And they wanted to know my interpretation, and they wanted me to know what I would do. What I would do. So if you guys don't know, on occasion, I consult on agreements with people. I do it pro bono. I don't charge anybody. I'm retired. I don't do that anymore. But if somebody calls me, I'll review their work and I'll say, hey, man, this is what I think. Okay, so I did that. And I gave an opinion. 3 opinions. I gave one, like, dude, if you like the guy, do this. If you're okay, I would do this. If you don't like him, I would do this. Okay? So I'm setting the stage without giving you guys any inside information because it's confidential with the person I was talking to. The subject matter was confidential. So I did not allow them to give me names. I didn't allow them to do that. But of course, you guys know who I am and you know the type of people I talk to. So you should understand what I'm really kind of getting at. Now, let me slide down. Shout out to everybody, bro. Shout out to everybody. I want to get this done. Hey, thank you, man. We got the first one. We got one. We on one. Thank you, number 1. Rich L said to start your morning, Fanon. Yes, thank you. So, okay, so I gave my opinion, but I want to. Is it Thursday? Please let it be Thursday. Oh, it's Thursday. It's Super Chat Thursday. Oh, yeah. LR in the building says Super Chat Thursday. Oh, I should have changed my goal. I didn't realize it was Super Chat Thursday. Salute, AJ. What up, man? So, anyway, the title of this video is Gervonta Davis team to G-check Lamont Roach in talks, and it's got a question mark on there. Because, again, I'm not talking about anything I'm not telling you that I've seen those agreements. I'm not saying that. So I need to be clear about what I'm not saying first. So everybody knows I don't have confidential information about Lamont Roach. I don't have confidential information about Gervonta Davis. I wouldn't take it if somebody offered it to me. That's not how I do business. And also, I never want anybody to accuse me of tortuously interfering with their contractual relation. So that's when people ask me, I say, don't give me any names. I don't want to know the names. This is what I would do. So understand where I'm coming from first. All right? Because YouTube's not my only job. I just don't get paid for the job, some of the jobs I do. So let me say this. I think Lamont Roach fucked up bad. I think Lamont Roach fucked up bad. Real bad. And I think he fucked up because they got cute. I think they fucked up because they got cute. Just my speculation. I think this is what happened. Oh, it's Mike Tyson vape, man. This is a Mike Tyson vape. I sponsor Mike Tyson. Tyson. Now, watch this shit. Okay, so do you know that there's a rematch clause with Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you know that there's a rematch clause with Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. There's a rematch clause. And the rematch clause was, my understanding is, as it's out in the public information, that Gervonta Davis has a right to a rematch if he lost to Lamont Roach. And let's just assume that there was contractual agreements made in the case that Gervonta Davis exercised his rematch clause. Are you with me? Let's just assume, okay? I'm not saying this is the case. Let's just assume that Lamont Roach's contract had certain financial, what do you call it? Elevators in a rematch. Like he was going to make more money in the rematch than he would have in the original fight based on the rematch clause, right? Because Gervonta gives him a rematch clause, but what's the rematch clause? What are the terms of the rematch clause? Oh, well, the terms of the rematch clause is, okay, say Lamont will make an extra $3 million in the rematch, right? Say he was to make an extra $3 million in the rematch. He was going to get an extra 5 points on the pay-per-views if there was going to be a rematch, right? Let's just assume that. Let's assume that. Some of you Negroes are dumb. So I need a 1 in the chat so that you can follow me during this conversation that I'm having where I teach you young niggas something. Okay? I'm going to teach you something here. This is a lesson, dummies. This is a lesson. Okay, so Isaiah YWD said 1. You guys are with me. Okay? So the rematch, let's assume that Lamont Roach gets more money for the rematch. Now watch this. Because it was not a loss, it was a draw, there's no rematch clause. Because Gervonta Davis didn't lose his title. So therefore, Gervonta does not have the ability, watch this, does not have the ability to force Lamont Roach into a rematch. Why? Stick with me. Why wouldn't Gervonta Davis have the ability to force Lamont Roach into the rematch on those? Why? Because Lamont Roach doesn't have that title. He doesn't have the title. Since he doesn't have the title, Gervonta Davis could not even enforce that rematch clause. So let's just assume that rematch clause goes away. And because it's a draw, the money that he negotiated for the rematch clause is no longer there. Let's just assume. I got you, Donald, but stick with me, Donald Brandon. You're just a little bit ahead of the curve. Donald, you're a little bit ahead of that's a correct answer. But you're a little bit ahead of the argument. I want to walk through this slowly so people understand what Lamont Roach did. Now watch this. If I was the manager of Gervonta Davis, and I knew that draw means that all the terms of the rematch go away, and you try to go to the New York State Athletic Commission to get that fight turned into a loss, what did you do? What did Lamont Roach do by trying to get the New York State Athletic Commission to overturn that decision? He tried to put Gervonta Davis in a position where Gervonta Davis would have to pay him the money that is in that rematch clause, presumably. Okay, I have not seen the contract. I'm just telling you, these are general questions. And I had to answer in, well, if this is true, and if this is true, and if this is true, and if this is true, right? That's all I had to do with no specifics. So nobody broke any NDAs. Nobody did any of that. I just answered it in doom, 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 doom. It's not breach of contract. No. The rematch clause is not enforceable because Gervonta Davis did not lose. Since Gervonta Davis did not lose, Gervonta Davis did not lose the WBA title. Since he did not lose the WBA title, there's no cause of action for Lamont Roach to force for Lamont, and Lamont Roach can't force that rematch because it's a unilateral rematch. So basically, Pro Box, sir, have you seen the contract? You're a fucking liar. Get your facts right. The rematch clause states that if Gervonta loses or draws, then there is going to be a rematch. Bullshit. It's a unilateral rematch, fuck boy. It doesn't mean there's going to be one. It means Gervonta Davis has the right to exercise it, idiot. If he doesn't want the rematch, he doesn't have to take the rematch, stupid. So your interpretation of that shit is why niggas should never listen to people like you. They should never listen to you, man. Because Gervonta does not have to exercise the rematch clause. If Gervonta Davis had lost to Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis didn't have to exercise the rematch clause. Gervonta Davis just could have went somewhere else. So there's no way that the rematch clause would say if Gervonta loses or draws, then there's going to be a rematch. You're a fucking liar. That doesn't make any sense. How's there going to be a rematch when Gervonta has to exercise it? Bro, it doesn't matter. Loss or a draw, Gervonta Davis has. That's what he says. Gervonta Davis does not have to exercise that. Gervonta Davis does not have to exercise that. He doesn't have to exercise his rematch clause. He can go on because Lamont Roach doesn't have a rematch clause at all. So Gervonta doesn't have to rematch him, win or lose. He can move on, stupid. Anything else, dummy? Any other internet lawyers want to get up here and say something stupid like this? It's a unilateral rematch clause, which means Gervonta Davis could, if he could exercise it with a draw, or he could exercise it in a loss. But guess what? If it's his, he doesn't have to exercise the rematch clause at all. So even if there is money on there, Gervonta Davis doesn't have to abide by it because Gervonta Davis doesn't have to enforce the rematch clause, period. And since Lamont Roach didn't have a championship that he lost, and Lamont Roach didn't have a rematch clause, he doesn't have to do it at all. So, dude, Gervonta doesn't even need to rematch him at all. Thank you very much. But if it was a loss, he would have had to rematch him to get the belt back. And if he had to rematch him to get the belt back, then Lamont Roach has leverage. Lamont Roach has no leverage with a draw. None. None. Absolutely none. They will forget about that nigga in 3 months. And your haters are going to be talking crap and all of that, but he ain't got to give Lamont Roach no fight, bro. Unless Lamont Roach got one. So unless Lamont Roach is saying Lamont Roach got a rematch clause, so let me tell you what I would do. I would tell you, nigga, I'm not fighting you for nothing. How about this? I'll give you 5 points on a pay-per-view, bro. I'm not giving you any guaranteed money, and I'll give you 20% of the gate. Take it or leave it, buddy. No, I don't. Do you smell a duck? No, I don't smell it. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me and the fact that that dude tried to force him into those terms, bro. So I'm saying he fucked up because he's going to get penny pinched. Because Lamont don't want to take the fight, bro. Trust me, they're going to live, bro. They'll live. Hey, no worries, Lamont. I'll get you after your next fight. If we can't work it out, no worries, man. Go fight somebody else, and I'll see you in the next fight. That's exactly the dumbass shit you don't do when you're the B-side. When you're the B-side, you're supposed to know you're the B-side. You're supposed to know it. The dumbest shit that nigga could have possibly done, no disrespect by calling you the N-word, son, but was to try to force the man to give you a rematch. T. Orlando, this is me talking. This is not Gervonta talking. This is me talking, T. Orlando. This is me talking. I'm just telling you. Go take the off. Tell Pro Bellum to go take Gervonta, to go take Lamont Roach to Eddie Hearn. No joke, bro. You don't file on me, bro. I'm just telling you, bro. No money for you, Lamont. That's what I would do. I'm telling you. I was asked the question, and it depends. I said it depends on what you do. If you like Lamont, give Lamont a raise. If you like him, give him a raise. If you're neutral, pay him the same. If you think he was a prick, give him nothing. Give him zero money guaranteed, and give him a percentage of the pay-per-view. And tell him he can get paid what he kills. Since he's so big and bad and he wanted to go and snatch my belt from the New York State Athletic Commission. And why would you do that? So the next clown don't try it. So the next person that you negotiate with, don't try it. T. Orlando, if you're scared to fight, give him an unreasonable deal. Hey, if that works too, if you're scared. I'm not setting a pretext for a duck, bro. I'm not setting a pretext for a duck. Man, I didn't talk to Gervonta. This is me. Bro, I'm telling you, flat to your faces. You can like that shit or not, Fiend. I'm telling you the truth. If some boxer advises me, if I advise a boxer, because all you YouTube niggas want to advise people, I'm telling you, I'm not advising a duck. I'm not. I'm flat out saying, if you like him, give him a raise. If you like him, give him a raise. If you don't like, if you're neutral, give him the same. If he's being a prick, don't give him nothing. That's what you do. And you have to do that because the next people you negotiate with, you got to deal with them. And fuck the crowd. That's the same thing I told Errol Spence. You need to go fight somebody other than Terrence Crawford, and you shouldn't have told him that there's nobody else that you want to do business with, because that's what allowed him to take those millions of dollars out your pocket. So the fact of the matter is, if Gervonta don't like Lamont, and Lamont's being a prick trying to snatch his belt, Gervonta knows the fight's going to be bigger, a lot bigger the second time around. So Gervonta just snatch a couple $1 million out of his pocket and tell a nigga to keep talking. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If you like him, give him a raise. You can say duck all you want, bro. I'm trying to tell you, heist this nigga. And if you don't like him, take about $10 million out of his pocket. I'm telling you, if I'm Gervonta, bro, I'm taking $10 million out your pocket, bro. I'm telling you, I'm taking $10 million out your pocket for filing that shit with the New York State Athletic Commission, dude. You're going to pay for that. I'm putting a price tag on that shit. You're out your mind. How much money is it worth for you to have fucking tried to fuck me over and take my belt on some technicality, homie? You tried to take my belt on a technicality, homie. That's going to cost you $10 million, bro. No joke. It's going to cost you a whole guarantee, and it's going to cost you, it's going to cost you, buddy. But if you win, hey, no worries, bro. There's a rematch clause that is mine again, and you can get the same money you got the first time in the third fight, buddy. You guys are tripping, bro. I mean, seriously, bro. You niggas think you can bully people? You bullying Barbara D? You bullying Barbara D. You playing all kind of games with this nigga's name, talking all kind of bad about him, but you want money? You want more money? Oh no, you're going to be fighting for legacy. Don't worry. You're going to be fighting me for legacy. I told Andre Ward the same thing, bro. I told Andre, and just so you know, I said the same thing about Andre Ward when he fought Kovalev, and you guys tried to get that fight overturned for low blows. All that crap you guys did around that, I said, okay, if you want to force Andre Ward into the rematch, Andre Ward should offer Sergey Kovalev zero money and only let Sergey Kovalev get paid off the pay-per-view. Do you know how much money Sergey Kovalev got in a purse for that second fight? $0. And do you know who retired off the money for that fight after he gave him $0? Andre Ward. You can make your money in a bunch of different ways, bro. Okay? You can make your money. You can make your money by making more revenue, or you can make your money by having lower costs. And if Gervonta Davis wants to look at Lamont Roach like a cost, and he wants to minimize that cost because he has no intention on having any relationship with this dude, because he called the New York State Athletic Commission on him, what you want me to say? Nigga, you not getting no money. Dude, that's real world stuff, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's real world stuff. Once you try to take that man's belt by the New York State Athletic Commission, that man should take that shit out your paycheck. That's what real bosses do. When you play around with your boss at work and you want to sue your boss at work, what's your boss going to do? You think your boss going to give you a raise and welcome you back and all kind of stuff? No. Same thing to Orlando that happened with Devin. Once Devin sues, Devin's fucked because nobody's going to trust him because now you got to worry about getting sued. Why would somebody do business with Lamont if Lamont is litigious and Lamont goes to the New York State Athletic Commission, bro? No, bro, somebody's going to take that out your pocket. Now, he may decide not to take it out your pocket. He may decide not to take out your pocket. But guess what? He knows what your best alternative to a negotiated agreement is. Your BATNA. What is Lamont's BATNA? If Gervonta Davis don't give you shit, what is your best alternative to taking the deal that he offers you? Lamont ain't got an option. So since Lamont ain't got no option, Lamont shouldn't have done that. But, you know, I'm just telling you, bro, when people sit around and they negotiate and they're talking about this stuff, they talk about that stuff. You better believe they talk about that stuff. They're like, hold on, man. No, we're talking about the money, bro. You want to fight for legacy? You want to call me a cheater? You want to get on the refs? You want to do all that stuff and cry about the fact, all that? No, hell no, man. I'm taxing you, bro. Nah, bro, I'm taxing you. No joke, I'm taxing you. You sue me and we drop that case, bro, I'm taxing you, bro. I'm not just going to get my money out of the court when they say give me my legal fees back, bro. Every time you do business with me, man, I'm taking money out your hand, bro. I'm not going to treat you like I would treat somebody else. I'm going to treat you like a snake. And you put snakes in a box. You don't let them snakes run around. Fahim, Gervonta Davis said he wants the rematch, bro. Why you keep accusing me of that, dog? Why are you accusing me of that, bro? I'm not saying Gervonta Davis' team said any of this. I'm not saying that this is what's going on with Gervonta. All I'm telling you is I'm asked the question. I'm going to answer the question honestly. And I'm going to honestly tell you niggas that shit and tell all of you that. Watch this. Time out. Time out. Time out. But if he makes the terms unreasonable, he know the fight won't happen. Bro, look, man, you shouldn't have went to the New York State Athletic Commission. You shouldn't have done it. If you didn't go to the New York State Athletic Commission and try to get cute, add worry to Gervonta Davis's life, have everybody in this camp sitting around waiting for a decision about what the fight's going to be for a whole fucking week, and you don't think somebody needs to take that out of your paycheck when you're asking for some money from them? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Shouldn't Tank want to beat his ass, though? Look, bro, I'm not talking about whether Tank should want to beat his ass or not. That's not what I was asked to address. I wasn't asked to address what I think Tank should do as a matter of his feelings. And matter of fact, I wasn't asked what Tank should do, period. I want to be very clear. However, I want you guys to understand, bro, that's how negotiations really work in the real world, buddy. Mike Coppinger ain't paying you no money. Mike Coppinger gets paid money. Okay? Blue blood, he ain't paying you no money. They paying him money. You try to get cute, bro. We're taking it. He should take that money out of your pocket, bro. You're just tripping. And I don't care what you say. You get funny with somebody, they're going to take your money. That's why that's why all those boxing writers and those guys don't ever say shit. They don't say shit about Turki. They don't say shit about Bob Arum. They don't say shit about these guys. Why? Because if they do, those guys are going to take money out of their pockets. And there shouldn't be any different standard for boxers. I'm sorry, bro. You can say what you want, bro. If it's business, it's business. If it's business, it's business. This is a business question. I don't see anything wrong with what Roach did. Tank would have done the same thing if the roles were reversed. If the roles were reversed, Tank would have never got the fight, bro. If the roles were reversed, Gervonta would have never got the fight, bro. What do you mean? If the roles were reversed, Gervonta wouldn't get the fight. Dude, those guys, Gervonta can't get a fight with those top-ranked guys, and he's a huge moneymaker. If Gervonta Davis wasn't a moneymaker, and Gervonta Davis had lost to Jamel Herring, and everybody was like, who the fuck is this? But everybody knew Tank would be a tough fight for Lamont. How do you know that Lamont would even give Tank the fight? Let alone wait that much time to fight him. He didn't, bro. He did not just. Lamont Roach petitioning. That he didn't just petition round 9, bro. He asked to get him DQ'd because he had grease in his hair. What do you mean? He asked to get Gervonta Davis disqualified because Gervonta Davis had grease in his hair. Okay? He asked for him to be disqualified. Disqualified. He said, okay, if you don't overturn that, then we want him disqualified because he had grease in his hair. Sunchild, that's what he said. And again, the people that do business like that I do business with, dude, they read the whole thing. Trust you me, bro. They said he should be disqualified because he had hair grease. Stop it. But anyway, no worries. No worries. If you don't believe me, do business like that yourself. Don't worry. Everything I said is nonsense. I always say I reserve the right for you to say everything that I say is nonsense. But understand this, bro. I'm telling you the truth. You can like it or you can lump it. I'm telling you, this is how people that invest their money think. They're not about to invest a bunch of money in Lamont Roach. Why do I want to invest a bunch of money in Lamont Roach? I'm the one paying the bills. I'm fronting it. Why am I putting money behind him? Explain that to me. Why should the people that invest money in Tank invest more money in Lamont Roach after Lamont Roach tried to overturn that fight and get that man disqualified for hair grease? You guys don't think that actions have any reactions? You don't think any action has an opposite and equal reaction? Nah, he should have called Tank up on the phone. What's my point? My point is this: banning you. You dudes need to get out them law. You need to stop suing people, bro. You need to stop suing people. All Lamont had to do was call Gervonta up and say, Gervonta, man, it was a good fight, man. Are we going to run this shit back? Yeah, man, we're going to run it back. You sure we're going to run it back? Yeah, man, we're going to run it back. You think I can get some more money in this fight when we run it back, Gervonta? Yeah, man, I'm pretty comfortable with it, man. Look, let me talk to Al. No, he caught a lawyer and had the lawyer call the New York State Athletic Commission to try to get his fight overturned because Gervonta had hair grease. No, bro. Hey, says Mr. CEO Black said, I'm taking money out of his pocket and whooping his ass. 2 birds with 1 punch. Exactly. Said, I'm taking money out of his pocket and whooping his ass. 2 birds with 1 punch. Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Exactly. And somebody said Lamont jumped on all those podcasts. Yeah, Lamont. So have those podcasts pay you money. Have those podcasts put that extra money out there, bro. Have those podcasts put that extra money out there. That's what I advised. And you can say what you want to say, bro. That's my opinion. If a fighter likes another fighter, you should fight him and allow him to make a lot of money. That's what you should do. Why? Because you like him, bro. And because if you like him, that means after you're done with boxing, your families can laugh. You can go out on vacations. Everything can be cool. Because that guy knew that he treated you well. Right? That's why you want to treat somebody well if you like them. If you're neutral, give him what's fair. If you don't like him, bro, take everything you can up out his pocket, bro. Take it out of his pocket. Because he's not your friend, bro, and he's obviously trying to fuck you over, bro. You starting to look, hey, watch this shit. You're starting to look bad for boxing, sir. I am bad for boxing. I'm terrible for boxing. I am. What I just said is terrible for boxing. It is. But I was not asked to advise what was good for boxing, bro. That wasn't my question. ST Cartel. I was not paid. I'm not paid to tell you what's good for boxing. If somebody calls me and asks me for a favor, I'm asked to do something for that person. So when I was asked what's good for that boxer. I wasn't asked what's good for the sport of boxing. I don't give a fuck what's good for Mike Coppinger. I don't give a fuck what's good for Eddie Hearn. I don't care what's good for Lamont Roach. I don't care what's good for Probellum. I don't give a shit. If somebody asks me the question, if somebody asks me the question, what's good for me? I'm going to ask the question, what's good for you? If you ask me. Now, if you ask me what's good for boxing, I'll tell you, I'll tell you what's good for boxing. Ask me what's good for boxing, and I'll tell you what's good for boxing. Hey, bro, thank you, man. He said, I made my contribution with Capac. Fuck you, 2 feet. Thank you, brother. Let me get that, man, because seriously, bro, thank you so much. Ooh, today. Wow. Let me get to the super chats, bro. I mean, cash apps. Bird 101, bro. With the $5 holler, brother. Thank you so much. My support, Martin. Thank you, bro. So much, man. Banks the boxing fan, man. What's going on, bro? With the big $5 holler, brother, supporting your boy Fanon in the building. Thank you, man. Joshua Roberts in the building with the $10 holler. Bro, man, thank you, man. We getting close, bro. Thank you so much. Los in the building. Roach moving like the Haneys. $5 holler. Roach moving like the Haneys. Hell yeah. And Mr. Lopez said, for the goal today, big $20 holler from Mr. Lopez. Thank you, bro. And let me talk about something for a second, man. What's good for boxing? I'll tell you what's good for boxing. What's good for boxing was when Canelo Alvarez fights on Cinco de Mayo in the United States. That's good for boxing. That's good for boxing. Monster Inoue fighting in Japan is good for boxing in Japan. Canelo Alvarez fighting in front of nobody in Saudi Arabia is bad for boxing. Monster Inoue fighting in front of nobody in Las Vegas on the date Canelo Alvarez should be there is bad for all the Mexican fans that always pay their money to go to Las Vegas to see Canelo. Please explain to me how in the world is good for boxing that Canelo on Cinco de Mayo is going to be fighting in Saudi Arabia. That's bad for boxing. I'll tell you what's good for boxing. What's good for boxing is if clowns like you shut up and stop talking about it. We don't need to get rid of sanctioning bodies, all the sanctioning bodies. We need to get rid of all the phony-ass boxing reporters. Let me repeat. We don't need to get rid of all the sanctioning bodies. We need to get rid of all the bullshit boxing reporters that lie like rugs every day, are clearly bought off by one promotional company or another. When Al Heyman tried to talk about a league, it was the worst thing in the world. When Turki Alashiek wants to do the same thing, it's the best thing in the world, and he's saving boxing. When Al Heyman overpays fighters, it's terrible for the sport of boxing because fighters won't be active because they're making too much money. Turki Alashiek pays a bunch of people way too much money, but it's a good thing. Turki Alashiek says, no David Benavidez versus Bivol because I don't feel like it. That's bad for boxing. But am I bad for boxing? Absolutely, I'm bad for boxing. Terrible for you niggas' health. I don't know if anybody sued Turki or not. You can't sue Turki. You got to shoot him. Hey, Big Dog Willie said, Tank ducking hair grease by lowballing him. Facts. Oh, by the end of the day, he will be. Because I said it. By the end of the day, he will. By the end of the day, there'll be 9 videos out there about how Gervonta Davis is ducking Lamont Roach over money. All because I gave my opinion. And Gervonta Davis's headlines will allow them to sell some bullshit. I didn't say that. Phenomenal show. So Canelo is fighting in Saudi on the 3rd, the New York card on the 4th, then Inoue fighting on Vegas on 5th is atrocious scheduling. And please tell me how Canelo fighting in Saudi helps your tourism in any way. Clown talk. It doesn't. You know what it does? It tears down American promoters. That's what it does. It's a switch up that tears down American promoters. That's all it is. He's taking things and putting it in places where it shouldn't be. Footing the bill, and it's going to and then he's taking an event away from He's taking the event away from Las Vegas. Let's not talk about the PBC. Let's just talk about the fact that Turki's taking that fight away from Vegas and sticking it in Saudi, but yet sitting a fight that don't nobody want to fucking see in Vegas. He's doing that shit on purpose, man. That shit is meant to destabilize boxing, man, because he's destabilizing it so these guys will all go out of business, and once they go out of business, he can swoop in and buy everything up. It's clear that he doesn't want to see people watch Canelo. That's why he put Canelo over there and he put Monster over there. Monster should be in Japan, where Monster sells out in Japan. But all of a sudden, he's in Vegas on Canelo's date? Come on, man. I said this shit on Twitter earlier. You guys always want to look at the differences between things. Look at the similarities, bro. Look at what he's doing. and then look at it to all in one picture and say, what is he trying to accomplish? The man is trying to accomplish the destruction of American promotional companies, just like he said he was, for his own selfish gain. For his own selfish gain. But he's doing it for the good of boxing? No, he's not. He's trying to tear down the American boxing market, bro. And then they're going to try to build it up with TKO. That shit is a pipe dream, man. First of all, the shit's a pipe dream. Did you hear that? And guess what? Bro, the ABC already laid down the law, bro. That note from the ABC, bro, you better read that shit. I did a video about that, bro. That shit is not unconnected to that investigation I'm telling y'all about. That note that the Association of Boxing Commissions wrote, shout out to Brunch Boxing, they said, you guys are not putting on, there are people out there that are not putting on boxing matches, that are calling them boxing matches. And one of the things that they talked about was predetermined outcomes. If you have a predetermined outcome, that's not a boxing match. And that affects gambling. You can't gamble on an exhibition. You can't gamble on an exhibition with a predetermined outcome. You can't change all kind of shit. It's not just that undercard. It's the fucking fight with Shiraz. It's the fight with Shiraz, because that's a predetermined outcome, because Turki Alashiek told him what the score was. That falls into predetermined outcome, because this dude is out there saying he knows the scorecards. You're down 2, telling him what he needs to do to get back on script. That's a predetermined outcome. That's on the ABC's list. And they specifically mentioned gambling, bro. That's the ABC, the Association of Boxing Commissions, washing their hands and saying, look, man, we made our statement. We made our statement. You guys keep acting like that. It ain't on us. It's going to be on the federal government. Because in that note, they said that we're part of the Federal Boxing Act. They're empowered by the Federal Boxing Act. They're not a federal organization. They are empowered by the Federal Boxing Commission. So they're washing their hands of you dudes by putting that out there. You got the WBC saying, we will defend the WBC. We will defend the WBC. How crazy it is that they're playing with people's money, man. That's all he's doing. He's trying to pour a bunch of money in to fuck everybody else's money up. And it's like, come on, man. It's obvious what you're doing. And but you guys want to sit there and blame. You want to blame Gervonta. Jesus Christ, man. I'm telling you, the American Association of Boxing Commissions, man. That was no little note that they wrote, bro. I'm telling you, that was them washing their hands, because they gave everybody notice of what a boxing match is and what a boxing match isn't under federal law. Under federal law. They cited federal law. And I told you, you dudes is under investigation, bro. You guys act like I make this shit up. I told you that you're under investigation. Now the ABC has spoken. That's a pretext, bro. Trust me. They're giving you notice of what's illegal, so you're not confused. They're giving you notice of what's illegal. You can't claim you didn't have notice. I didn't know. Yes, you did know, because the ABC said it. So now you keep going with TKO setting up like they're talking about overturning the Ali Act. If you overturn the Ali Act, you're overturning the Association of Boxing Commissions. And by overturning the Association of Boxing Commissions, you're overturning the WBA, the WBC, the WBO, and the IBF, which is what? Exactly what Turki Alashiek says he wants to do. So you got the ABC standing up for the WBC, the IBF, the WBO, and the WBA after your guy said he's going to try to tear down the promoters, and he would not let legitimate boxing commission belts on the stage. Wouldn't let them on the stage. some bullshit WWE belt, and the Ring magazine, which is not a sanctioning body. Martin, now the WBC is going to work with Turkey. Now he changes his tune real fast. I don't know. He'll change his tune if they say they'll work with him. But, bro, I already told you. That is, oh, I'm sorry. Happy birthday, man. That dude named Dave. It's my birthday today, Fanon. Please. Passing the plate for the goal. Thank you, brother. That dude named Dave. Can we get a birthday cake in here for that dude named Dave, please? Happy birthday, that dude named Dave. I'm sorry I missed that, bro. Thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna let callers on in a couple minutes, in about 5 minutes. I'll let y'all in about 5 minutes. Anyone saying take away the Ali Act is smoking, because some of these retired boxers say it's good for boxing when they just want a damn check. Like I'm telling you, man, you guys are in bed with some fuckboys, man. You guys are in bed with some fuckboys, bro. Look, man, if just because Turki Alashiek calls him and says, oh, we're good, doesn't mean Mauricio Sulaiman's good with him, bro. Mauricio Sulaiman's not stupid, man. Mauricio Sulaiman's not stupid. The WBC can say whatever they want to say, bro. Trust me. The WBA ain't stupid. The WBC ain't stupid, bro. If they okay, yeah, Turkey took a step back. Why would Turkey take a step back? Because of the Association of Boxing Commissions. Because of the note from the Association of Boxing Commissions. That's a scary note, bro. For now, motherfuckers be coming to my channel hating on you, then I gotta cuss their ass out for blue. That's what's up, man. I hope all my haters come to you, Dean. Why would they do it? I'm gonna trust that Mauricio Sulaiman said that, but why would Mauricio Sulaiman say it? Because the Association of Boxing Commissions put that note out. Where the Association of Boxing Commission said, look, buddy, we're the feds, man. Turkey, we're the feds. The Association of Boxing Commission is the feds. They're the feds. So, of course, all of a sudden, they're going to get a case of act right. And believe it, they ain't got no muscle in the Trump administration. None. None, bro. None. They're not overturning that act, bro. Trust me. That's a Republican act. Oh, by the way, the Republicans have the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Guess who passed the Muhammad Ali Act? Republicans. John McCain, one of the most respected Republican senators in U.S. history. That's his pet project. That's his pet project. It's a Republican bill. So I want to know how the hell you're going to get the Republicans to overturn an act that was passed by John McCain. I would love to know how you're going to do that. John McCain is one of the most powerful Republicans ever. And he did the Ali Act. But you think you're going to get past and overturn a Republican act while there's a Republican president, a Republican majority in the Senate, and a Republican majority in the House of Representatives, and you're going to need 60 votes in the Senate to overturn it? Good luck. It's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. All they're doing is they're just going to try to take all the fighters away. They're going to get them in their league, all the up-and-coming fighters, so that the PBC won't have any new fighters. So the Top Rank won't have any new fighters. Phenomenal Show said, did you see Gustavo Oliveri's interview with Brunch Boxing over the weekend? He said straight up that they already have a plan in place against Turki and Dana. Phenomenal show. I got to be honest, bro. I don't even know if they need a plan. Who's Gustavo Oliveri, though? Who's Gustavo Oliveri? Hold on. I got to make sure I know who this guy is. I'm sorry. Gustavo. I'm sorry, Gustavo, for not knowing you right off the bat. I probably should. Oh, the WBO of the WBO. President of the WBO. Gustavo Oliver. Oh, he replaced? Oh, wow. He replaced Varcarcel. Wow. Oh, okay. Am I racist when I say he was my plug back in the 90s? Who was your plug in the 90s, man? Any plug. I was your plug in the 90s. I'm your plug right now. But no, I don't think you're being racist ever. Wookie Wook said, I don't care how long the money is. There comes a point where you need a profit. Who in the business exactly? Yeah, he's a young dude, very brash, lawyer dude. Okay, that's what's up. Oh, yeah, they're going to shut his ass down, bro, with the ABC. Dude, the plan is to shut their ass down with some U.S. senators. I'm telling you, bro, I'll call Cory Booker myself. No joke, bro. I'll call my U.S. senators, bro, myself, bro. If they do that, if they even put that motion out there, bro, trust you me, bro, I'm calling every U.S. senator that I can possibly talk to. Believe it. I will start putting U.S. senators' names in videos. No joke, bro. I will go all out on any senator that would vote for that shit. If they even acted like they heard about that shit, I'm putting videos out about that dude every day. Trust me. About how crooked senator trying to overturn landmark boxing safety act. I'm sure those senators would love all that pressure. Get out of here, man. Ain't nobody trying to do that shit. Anyway, if Mike Daniels said, if I was president of the WBC, I will find Canelo for not walking on the stage with that belt on his shoulder. Well, I mean, you know, they can't find Canelo because really what they need, the WBC needs a lot of money, man. That's a very unpopular stance, I'm sure. But honestly, man, I think that the sanctioning bodies just need a lot of money so that they can be the ones paying the money, so they can be the ones paying the prize money. I mean, if you really want that really good ranking systems and all that shit, if you rely only on the gates and all that stuff, and the WBC is only getting like a little small portion, they're always going to be subjective. The WBC, the WBA, they're all going to be subject to like criminals. They're always be subject to criminals, people trying to, you know, slide money on the back end, all kind of stuff, because they don't have the financial wherewithal to put the tournament on themselves, to have their own prizes that they give out, right? So like say the WBC championship would come with a prize of $10 million for the heavyweight championship, right? Or just say it's a prize from the WBC of $500,000 per championship match, right? So like anytime a fight is made, a championship fight is made, the WBC is going to give the winner between $500,000 and $1 million per fight. If they had enough money to do that, I think that would save boxing, bro. But they have to have enough money to do that, which means they would have to cut down all of those weight classes. They'd have to partner with another sanctioning body so that they could give the prize out together. You know, something like that, man. But having Turki Alashiek have the money just makes it very arbitrary, and everything is up to him. But if you do have a commission, and the commission has prize money, and the prize money is associated with fights in the ranking system that lead to championships, then they have the financial wherewithal and all that stuff to actually tell people to beat it when they want to beat it. Like, if you don't want my fight, Canelo, no worries, go away, bro. Somebody else will take the fight. Because why? Because they're not relying on Canelo Alvarez for their income. They already have the income, which is why I think U.S. boxing and Canadian boxing and Mexican boxing should be federally subsidized, because it's not enough just to have the law in place and say you should do this, you shouldn't do this. There should be financial rewards and for following it, there should be financial rewards. And for not following it, there should be financial and physical penalties for not following it. And by physical penalties, I mean put your black ass in jail type shit. You know what I mean? You fix a fight, bro, you go to jail. No joke. We catch you fixing fights, you go to jail. That's going to fix boxing, bro. Because guess what? Who controls the money in the tournaments? In the Wimbledon handles the money for Wimbledon tournaments. And yes, the tennis players make a lot of money in their endorsements and everything around it. But every time they win, Wimbledon gives them prize money. They have a collected pot, yearly collected pot of prize money. And they distribute that prize money off all of those matches that they have. So if it's my money and I'm investing in boxing, no joke, I'm going to the ABC and saying, look, we need a fund of about $500 million a year. If we have $500 million a year, without a doubt, we're going to have boxing's going to be one of the greatest sports in the world. But we need a little bit of assistance because we need enforcement of these rules. But we can't enforce the rules with no money. We can't enforce the rules with no leverage. So I believe that I would get rid of a sanctioning body because I like the number 3. I would get rid of a sanctioning body, but only one. I don't mind there being 3 sanctioning bodies. I really don't. I don't. But they need funding. So the Turki, Alashiek, and guys like that can't just come around waving money around, tearing everything up. The fact of the matter is that the NBA, the Players Association, the National Basketball Association, they control the money. They control the money through collective bargaining, through revenue sharing. They control the money. But if the NBA didn't control the money, but street thugs in LA controlled the money for basketball, you wouldn't have a national league. It would be impossible. Right? But guess what? You cannot you can't own a whole basketball league, boxing league, because the fighters keep changing all the time. You don't have any teams. If you had a permanent team in boxing, then you could draft fighters to your team. But that's not that. You got to run it like it's an individual sport. Track and field, they should get paid every time they win a race. They get paid. That they get paid from the people that are putting on the event. So, no, I don't think you need to do away with sanctioning bodies. I think you need to do away with the media. And I think that the media should be held responsible for the lies that they tell. You guys add to the confusion all the time, man. You put out half-baked stories. You clearly got biases for certain fighters and certain networks. No, you guys are the problem, man. You guys are boxing media is the number one problem in boxing. The number one problem, because most of the time you guys are actively recruiting people to not buy fights. How many times does the boxing media tell you this is not a good fight? We don't want to see this fight. How many times did they tell you that? We don't want to see the Gervonta Lamont Roach fight. We don't want to see Gervonta Frank Martin. We don't want to see Gervonta Lamont. We don't want to see Gervonta Hector Garcia. We don't want to see Gervonta this guy. We don't want to see Gervonta that guy. We only want to see Gervonta with the best and only the best. And if he doesn't fight anybody, that's all you do is try to convince people that they're not getting a good product. You give product reviews every fucking day on boxing and shit on it every day. The WBC isn't shitting on boxing every day. The WBA ain't shitting on boxing every day. The IBF isn't shitting on boxing every day. The WBO ain't shitting on boxing every day. The media shits on boxing every day. But then they act like we don't know why people don't want to watch, because you keep telling them not to watch, Tim. How many times has Tim Bradley told somebody not to watch a boxing event? How many times have you heard NBA teams tell NBA fans not to watch NBA games? Please let me know when you've ever heard Stephen A. Smith tell a basketball fan or a football fan not to watch the game. You've never heard it. You only hear it in the boxing media. They're the only media in sports that spends the vast majority of their time tearing the sport down and complaining about it. You all, you're not doing your job. Mike Coppinger got out there today, had enough nerve to say, what other sport has 4 champions? It's so confusing. Tennis and golf, Mike Coppinger. Tennis has 4 championships. The U.S. Open champion, the Australian Open champion, Wimbledon, and the French Open. All of those are their own organizations that hold their own major events every year. And they share a ranking system, a general ranking system with the International Agency for Tennis. I can't remember what it is. It's the WTA for women. But the WTA is international. But guess what? They all have different rankings and different seedings whenever they have an event. They have different seedings. So Mike Coppinger is literally trying to convince you that 4 sanctioning bodies don't work. Yes, it does. You just have to have them cooperate with one another. That's it. And personally, I think that if you win a championship with 4 different sanctioned bodies, that's something big. That's what makes Undisputed a big deal, because you're the champion of all the sanctioning bodies. Just like if you're a Grand Slam winner in tennis, you're a Grand Slam winner because you won the Australian Open, the French Open, the U.S. Open, and Wimbledon. All 4 of them are different organizations. All of them. But yet they can have their championships and nobody gets confused. Again, because there's no media out there trying to confuse people. You guys are trying to confuse people. Actively trying to confuse people. That tramp Blue Blood is the #1 person trying to confuse you every day. No matter what somebody says, this dude got something opposite to say to make you wonder whether it's true or not. Oh, was the Gervonta Davis fight successful? Oh, yeah. Somebody says it was 500,000 and it set an attendance record. But what did Blue Blood say the whole time? Nobody wants it. And it only did 200,000. Again, confusion. Which one's true? Should I believe this or should I believe that? But for the liar, it works. Because the liar knows he's lying. He knows he's lying. So if he can convince half the people of his lie, he wins. Against the person that's telling the truth, who could only convince half the people of the truth. This is an orchestrated effort to destroy boxing. If I can't have it, nobody can. Bring in Turki Alashiek and let him burn the whole thing down as long as I get a couple bucks. And you know I'm telling you the truth. So I say, play hardball with them. Play hardball with them. If that's the type of person that you are, and that's what you want, I'm not giving you nothing. I'm not giving you shit. If you got a media circus going on, demanding that I get my fight overturned and turned to a disqualification because I have hair grease in my hair, I know what type of time you're on. Since you're on that time, brother, I'm going to be on that time. You want to take advantage of technicalities to get a championship win over me? No worries. I'm going to use technicalities to take at least $5 million out of your pocket. I can take $5 million out of your pocket, Lamont. Easy. Right out of your pocket, bro. You know why? Because Gervonta Davis's team trusts me. That's why I can take that money out your pocket. because his team trusts me. And his teams know I wouldn't lie to him. And I'll answer. And they didn't ask me any question. They didn't. Somebody else asked me, but I gave the answer. Once again, if you like Lamont Roach, pay him more so he can pay his people more. If you are just neutral on him, you don't really care, then give him the same offer you had before. Not a penny more, not a penny less. If you don't like him, take about $5 million out of his pocket. Trust me, he'll feel it. Trust me, Gervonta, he'll feel it. Just take $5 million out of his pocket. Say, no worries, bro. I'll give you a rematch. No money up front. And I'll give you points on the back end, buddy. Why? Because I don't like you, homie. I don't like you. If I liked you, I might give you $10 million and give you 20% of the cut. Because I think we can do $70 million. I would love to give you $10 million and give you 25% of the revenue. If we were cool, that's what I would give you. If I'm not cool, I'm going to give you what you got last time, not a penny more, not a penny less. Because I'm neutral on you, brother. If you fought for the same amount last time, it's good this time. You ain't got no more money anywhere else. If you got some more money somewhere else, go get it, Lamont. Go get that money. And if I don't like you, bro, I'm not giving you nothing. And all you're fighting for is legacy, brother. All you're fighting for is legacy. Because it's my money, partner. It's my money. My money. So you can like that or you can lump it, bro. But if you guys are not going to treat Gervonta fairly in the media, if you're going to try to get his decisions overturned because he had hair grease, and you're going to run around talking shit all over the place trying to tear his value down, guess what? You're going to have to pay for all of that. Seriously, you dent my car. You got to pay to get the dent out. What? You're driving around in my car. You swerve and you hit something. You think I'm going to pay you for driving my car? I am going to pay you for driving my car. Minus me fixing a dent in my car. Minus me getting a dent out of my car. So I'm going to pay you for the fight. But all that shit talking you did, I'm taking it out your pocket, buddy. And the next nigga that doesn't, I'm taking out of his pocket too. Because my kids can use that $5 million. No joke. Gervonta Davis could take that $5 million that he ain't paying you, which to you is called opportunity cost. It's called opportunity cost for you. You paid you could be paying a huge opportunity cost. And he can take that $5 million he takes out your pocket and go buy some houses in Baltimore. I bet you he can buy a couple apartment buildings, a couple big units too. With $5 million, $3 million of cash after taxes, he can put that shit in some housing units, nigga, in D.C. He could buy your block up in D.C. with the money he takes out your pocket. So you guys want to talk business all the time, bro. You guys will always want to talk. I'll talk business with you. That's business. And ain't Turki Alashiek going to do it? Turki Alashiek going to do the same thing to you. When all of the other promoters go away, let's deal with this fantasy. If Turki Alashiek does what you want him to do, and the PBC goes out of business, and Top Rank goes out of business, Main Events goes out of business, Ludabella Promotions goes out of business, all of the big promoters and the mid-level promoters all go out of business, you're not going to get shit for your fights. You're going to be fighting championship fights for $100,000. Let me repeat. You're going to be having your world championship fights for $100,000 a piece. Because where else are you going to get the money from, dummy? Al Heyman's out of business. You're going to ask Al Heyman to pay you? Al's out of business. What you going to ask Oscar De La Hoya to go to? You're going to go to Oscar? Oscar's out of business. You're going to go to Bob? Bob's out of business. Who exactly is going to pay you this money? Since you decided you only wanted Turki Alashiek to be the god of boxing. Like I said, you're going to be making $100,000 a fight. And be grateful for it. Because if you don't fight for $100,000 a fight, go call Ray Davis on Twitter and figure out how you can start driving forklifts. Go get your CDL. Go get your commercial driver's license, bro, because you'll make more money driving a truck than you'll make more money driving a truck than you'll get fighting for Turki Alashiek if he takes over boxing. Because you can't see the forest for the trees. Because you can't see the forest for the trees. No, I say Ray Davis. No, I meant Ray Jackson. I meant Ray Jackson. You need to go call Ray Jackson on Twitter and ask him how you can get a job as a forklift driver. Okay? Call Black Fight Fan TV. I know he's still on YouTube somewhere. Shout out to Black Fight Fan TV. And ask Black Fight Fan TV how you get a commercial driver's license. So you can become a truck driver and you can make a $90,000, $100,000 a year driving a truck. So you don't have to get punched in the head for the same money that you're going to get boxing. And if they don't like you, they're not going to give you any fights at all. Just so you know. If they don't like you, you're not going to get a fight at all. Why? Because Turki don't like you. Just like why would Gervonta Davis why could Gervonta Davis offer him $0 and points on the back end? Because Gervonta don't like him. And I would tell him, because I don't like you. And I would tell everybody, I'm telling you, if I was Gervonta, I would tell everybody in the media, no, I don't like him. Yeah, I'm going to fight him. He wanted to overturn the fight. I'm not paying him for that shit. So take the fight, bro. It's legacy, right? You want to be a champion, right? 0 money down and 10 points on the back end, buddy. What? What? If you guys think you can use your leverage, your media leverage, to dog Gervonta Davis and pressure Gervonta Davis in a rematch, let me be very clear what I'm saying. If you think you can pressure Gervonta Davis into doing things with your media contacts, with your podcasts, with your written video, I don't give a fuck what it is. It could be a short with a goofball with buggy eyes. I don't give a fuck what it is, bro. You're paying for it. Because if you want to manipulate me out in the media, I'm going to manipulate you in the boardroom. And I'm going to rip you so bad in the boardroom that you will never in your life talk crazy about me in public. And you guys can say what you want, bro. Bob Arum will do it to you. If you get too crazy with Bob Arum, ain't no money you can pay Bob Arum for Bob Arum to do business with you. So Bob Arum will shut you the fuck off. They'll sit you on a shelf. So you guys keep listening to these YouTube guys. You keep getting your media relation advice from a bunch of broke niggas. Keep doing it. The Cardina said, Fanon, that's the thing about Tank. If you feel somebody is pressuring him to do, he do the opposite. I've noticed that. Look, I'm not saying Gervonta would do it. I want to be very, very clear. I'm not saying this is Gervonta. I'm not saying this is Al Heyman. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just talking because you guys want to always talk about what's good for boxing and how Turki Alashiek is going to be so great for boxing and how we need a boxing league and why these fights aren't getting made and all of this shit. What split people deserve? Is it 60-40? Is it 70-30? All of that. Y'all want to talk about that shit all the time. But then when I want to talk about it, all of a sudden something wrong. All of a sudden something's wrong. If Turki Alashiek can buy up boxing, overpay fighters, move Canelo out of the United States to Saudi Arabia, then Gervonta Davis has full right to fuck over Lamont Roach in a negotiation. Because you guys think it's dog eat dog. It's dog eat dog. If you want dog eat dog, I'm just saying Dogs will eat. And if it's dog eat dog and that food's on that plate, guess who's taking all the food? The big dog. The big dog's going to eat till the big dog's full in your doghouse boxing, in your doghouse rules, which, by the way, are illegal. So don't think that the Association of Boxing Commission wasn't also talking about your sparring matches that are going on for money, that are not boxing matches, because they do not have set rounds. So if you are gambling on sparring matches that are doghouse matches, you're charging people to come in and you're charging and gambling on the fight, bro. That's a violation of federal law. That's also what the ABC implied in their note. No joke. You can like this or lump it. I'm just telling you what it is. What do I want? I want Gervonta Davis to give Lamont Roach fair amount of money for a fight, and I want him to rematch him. That's what I actually want. Me. I want him to treat Gervonta. I want Gervonta to treat Lamont Roach well. I want Lamont Roach to come in that fight feeling like, hey, man, I'm about to make more money than I've ever made in my life. I've made it. I can retire my dad for sure. My kids are good. All of that. Why? Because I'm about to pull in $20 million. I'm about to pull in $15, $20 million. I've earned it throughout my whole career. I'm there. I fought a good fight. That's what I want for Lamont. However, I would have advised Lamont not to file that paperwork with the New York State Athletic Commission because that endangers your payday. It endangers your payday. Yeah, it does. LL Music, what up, bro? Just like I advised Devin Haney and Bill Haney to sign a multi-fight deal with somebody and stick with them. That's what I told Devin to do. Devin, it's not okay to be a free agent if you are not a legitimate draw. Just because you claim you're a draw, and just because people, and I don't care, I may be wrong, just because people can buy Twitter followers, buy Instagram followers, buy YouTube followers, does not make those people real supporters of yours. Only thing it does is make people think you're bigger and hope, oh, he's so big, he should be doing these numbers. But when the numbers come out and the numbers reflect what you actually are, then people say, hold on, man, this is all smoke and mirrors. This is all smoke and mirrors. He's not a big draw. Why do I want to sign you? If I sign you, you're just going to sign with somebody else as soon as they offer you 2 cents more. I don't want to risk my promotional company with you. I told him that. So what does he have to do? He has to sue Ryan Garcia in order to get on Ryan Garcia's undercard. Let me repeat. Devin Haney's in a situation, because he didn't listen to me, that he has to sue somebody in court in order to get put on an undercard. I told Devin and you niggas years ago what you're doing was stupid and what it was going to wind up doing. As soon as you lose, you're done. Not just like Loma. Loma lost. Guess what? Loma right back. Why? Because Loma don't jump from Top Rank to PBC to Eddie Hearn to, dude, Bob Arum would do the same thing to Lamont, to Vasily Lomachenko if Vasily Lomachenko was trying to sue him, trying to get out of contracts, trying to sign with this guy, trying to sign with that guy. There ain't no way Bob Arum would continue to try to get that guy championship fights. That's how he's able to come back, because he was loyal to Top Rank. You can say what you want about Tim Bradley, but Tim Bradley got fight after fight after fight. And then he got a job with Top Rank afterwards. They're not going to do that for Tim Bradley. He's jumping here, jumping there, doing this, doing that. But you guys all want to be, I don't know what you are, honestly. Because, I mean, I'm going to time my voice down. But for real, it's like me when I'm talking about, when I be talking about all that stuff. I talk about, hitters, and I'm talking about, like mafia shit. When we start talking about that stuff, Whenever you really have like real street level dudes that really, really do it, bro, I'm not going to talk to those dudes like that. I mean, like, yeah, I understand it from my angle, but these dudes really do it. You dudes won't do that for shit. You think you know everything about fucking everything. I thought this motherfucker wasn't biased. Bro, J Master, nobody thinks I'm biased, bro. You can say bias all you want, dog. If it's not going to matter if Tank offers him no money and 10 points on the back end. Okay? Because the only person that's going to know Mr. Fancy Pants is Lamont Roach. And with Lamont Roach's money ain't looking right, Lamont Roach in the back of his head can be like, yeah, there's a bunch of YouTube trolls that acted like Martin didn't know what he was talking about, but I'll be damned if my contract says shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like you bozos, and I mean this shit. Just like you bozos that want to be talking about you gang. You know what I'm talking about? Just like you niggas that be acting like you gang, and then you be talking all that shit, and your dudes be disappearing. Your dudes be straight disappearing, and you just come back on TV like ain't nothing happened. Them niggas that left know they left, bro. The niggas that left know they left, bro. Whether or not you admit to it or you let people know how weak you are, it doesn't matter to the people it's happening to. So it doesn't matter whether or not I am right or wrong about what Gervonta Davis does and whether I'm bad for boxing and whether I'm biased or not biased. But if it actually plays out in real world that Gervonta listens to me and he says, hey, man, Martin said that I can offer him this. Is that true? And you know what his people going to tell him? It's absolutely true what he's saying. Is that what you want to do, Gervonta? Because we can do that. And if they do it, bro, like I said, I just took $5 million out of Lamont Roach's pocket. And you can blame me. And you guys can all get on your YouTube channels and say Martin said to do it. And don't blame him, blame me. Because I was the one that introduced the idea. And you can get mad at me if you want. I don't care. But you guys got to stop lying about Gervonta. You got to stop running this man's name down. Just because you guys got echo chambers on YouTube. That's all you have is your echo chamber, you bitch. That's all you have is a bunch of people talking. That's all you have. Gervonta Davis has 19,250 people that bought tickets for him and over 500,000 pay-per-views that people bought to see him fight. That's real stuff he has. Real stuff. You guys got a bunch of blowhards with bug eyes. That's what you got. Your media people don't mean shit. Let me repeat. Your media people don't mean shit to that bank when you missing $5 million out your paycheck because you want to get cute and think you can position yourself with people that are way better negotiators. Let me say this. That are way better negotiators than you. I'm a world-class negotiator, buddy. World-class. And I promise you, I will make you pay if you play with me. I mean it. And NBA owners think the same way. If an NBA player thinks a player is playing with that owner, doing things in the media, pushing things in the media, to go at that owner is going to get rid of that player. And not only that, that owner is going to collude with the rest of the owners to make sure that that guy never gets a job again. And if you don't believe it, look up Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. Abdul Rauf was cold as hell. What happened to him? Craig Hodges, winning three-point shot after three-point contest, winning championship after championship. He goes to the White House in a dashiki and says something crazy to George Bush. What happened to him after that? Craig Hodges never played another NBA game in his life. Why? Because you want to show up people. Dude, you guys are not real negotiators. You're really not lawyers. You're not negotiators. You have no idea what leverage really is and how to use it. You guys just think your media talk is leverage. You think your media talk is leverage. Your media talk don't mean shit. Okay? It don't mean shit. Because they can't do nothing for you when that bank don't cash that check. It ain't gonna do nothing for you when they give you that slave contract and tell you to sign it, take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Colin Kaepernick, we can go on and on and on. But you think it's okay to play with Al Heyman's money. You think it's okay to play with Gervonta's money. You think it's okay to go hang out with people and co-sign people that don't do nothing but tear him down, despite the fact that that he's the one paying you, not them. Probellum cannot get you that contract. They cannot. Not Probellum, I'm sorry, Probox, which, by the way, might as well be Probellum. Just so you know, I know Probox is Probellum. That's what I was told. I could be wrong, but I was told that Probox is nothing different than Probellum. And Probellum is nothing different than MTK Global. Fancy dude. So if you think Gervonta Davis and them don't know that, you're tripping. That's what I was told. I don't know if it's true or not, but I was told Probox is the same thing as Probellum. And Probellum is the same thing as MTK Global. And MTK Global is owned by my dude, Daniel Kinahan. And let me say this. Probellum is handled by my guy, Daniel Kinahan. And I said my guy, because I ain't got no problem with Daniel Kinahan. I've told you multiple times, bro, I'm cool with Daniel Kinahan. But my understanding is Probox is Probellum. My understanding, I could be wrong. Probox is Probellum. Probox, Probellum. Probellum is MTK Global. MTK Global was told to never do business in the United States again. But yet, Probox is doing business in the United States, bro. I was also told that TKO and Saudi Arabian and Turki Alashiek is just a front for Daniel Kinahan. Once again, I got no problem with Daniel Kinahan. And Daniel Kinahan got no problem with me. But I'm telling you, take $5 million out your pocket fast as I can. I'm telling you straight. I would take $5 million out of Daniel Kinahan's pocket in a negotiation in a minute. Be like, bro, I love you, bro, but you tried to get over on me, dog. That's going to cost you, homie. I'm sorry, bro, but you tried to get over on me, man. Much love, bro, but that's going to cost you about $10 million. And I would tell Daniel Kinahan that to his face. Love you, brother, I do. But that's going to cost you $10 million, dog. And then I would tell Daniel Kinahan, please, if you got a problem with me, tell my people. We'll make it up somewhere else. Daniel, we'll make it up somewhere else. Don't worry, Daniel. I know it ain't you. We'll make it up somewhere else. Don't worry. When I take that $10 million out, you'll get it back somewhere else. Don't worry about it, brother. But you're not getting over on me with this. You're not getting over. Your people ain't getting over on me with this one. No, they're not. So go get your $10 million in guns or something. Go get $10 million worth of guns. You're not getting $10 million out this contract. And I would tell Daniel Kinahan that to his face. And Daniel Kinahan would say, I understand. It's all good. Cool. I'm going to get mine. Yeah, you're going to get yours. Okay, cool. As long as I get mine, yeah, you get yours. He ain't getting his, though. And no worries. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of him. That's the conversation I would have with Daniel Kinahan. Just so you know what the type of dude you talking to is. Okay? And if you don't believe me, go ask Spencer Fearon. You don't believe me? Go ask Spencer Fearon if he know me. Ask Spencer Fearon if he know me. Much love to Spencer Fearon, man. Much love and respect to Spencer Fearon. Got nothing but love for Spencer Fearon. But this ain't my first time at the rodeo, bro. This ain't my first time at the rodeo, brother. Gaddix the Great said they focus on money now. It's not the next class. Turki knows this boxing is only U.S. pro sport he can exploit. It's unorganized, corruption, lacks transparency, has ever-changing rules across 4 commissions. I agree 100%. Gaddix the Great. I agree 100% with that. Yeah, you were wondering what happened to Abdul Rauf. What happened with Abdul Rauf is Mahmoud Abdul Rauf converted to Islam. He converted for Islam and he started doing Muslim prayers and all that. And no disrespect to my Jewish friends, but the Jewish friends didn't like it. The Jewish friends didn't like it. So since the Jewish friends didn't like it, they didn't want to do business with him anymore. And in fact, some of those Jewish people that didn't want to do business with Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, my understanding is that they burned his house down in Mississippi. Not only did they put him out the league, they burned his house down. Let me repeat. Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, not only did they put him out the league, they also burned his house down. So it was more than just him not going to the league, bro, that they did to him. They burned his house down. They burned his property down. Okay, because they got mad at him. No joke. They kicked him out the league, and somebody burned his house down. In Mississippi. In Mississippi. You know what I mean? But anyway, like I said, bro, I told you, boy, I'm not going to end on this. I told you, boy, I got clearance, homie. I told you, bro, I got clearance. I got a boss, bro, and I got full clearance with no blowback. I got full clearance with no blowback, bro. With no blowback. He said all of his achievements and personal items gone. Absolutely, bro. That's how they did them. Man, these dudes are ruthless, man. These dudes are ruthless, man. Ruthless. Ruthless. But you can go complain to Gervonta and try to steal his belt. Yeah, okay. Anyway, you know when I'll worry about Turki Alashiek? I'll worry about Turki Alashiek. Never in my life. I was thinking, what would make me worry about this dude? Nothing. Never. Nothing, never. Because I'm telling you, bro, that dude is not real, bro. That dude is a front. And I've been telling you niggas he's a front. He's nothing but a front. He's a front. A straight front. It's the same battle that's been going on, bro. Same battle. Same DAZN battle. MTK Global battle. Probellum battle. Turki Alashiek. It doesn't matter. It's the same group of people trying to come into the United States to do the same thing. They want to use boxing as a way to penetrate U.S. markets. And they want to penetrate U.S. markets, not just in boxing, but they want to penetrate U.S. market in things like guns, drugs, women, gambling, all the stuff where the money really lies. All the stuff where all the money really lies is really the prize in boxing. That's the prize in boxing. So when you take fights out of the United States, what do? There's no prostitution and there's going to be no prostitution. There's going to be significantly less prostitution in Vegas. There's going to be less tourism in Vegas. There's definitely going to be less ticket sales in Vegas. There's going to be less parties in Vegas. Guess what it means? That means they're going to be selling less of this in Vegas. They're going to be selling less of that in Vegas. You're going to be getting less of this in Vegas and less of that in Vegas. That's what they want. They want to dry out your economy so they can move in and take your economy. It's not hard to put together, bro. Why would somebody be willing to lose $100 million, $300 million? Because on the back end and the money that really counts, they think they're going to make $4 or $5 billion. No joke. They think they're going to make, if they can kill that, they think they're going to make we can make $5, $6 billion if we're talking about women, drugs, and guns. Oh, we can make billions doing that. Because the boxing event is only the event that everybody focuses on when they come together. But you think you're just going to play with people's money like that, bro? Okay. Like I said, if you don't believe me, please go read the book. Everything but the ring was square. All right, we know what come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all, like I said, y'all some low-level bums trying to go big time. You're some low-level bums trying to get big time. I'm going to say that again. Y'all are some low-level bums trying to go big time. And you're not going to make it in the big time. Trust me. You're never going to make it big. Ever going to make it in the big time, bro. You're too stupid. I mean that, bro. My family been in it for centuries, bro. You'll never make it to the big leagues because you're stupid. You're stupid. I had a dude tell me straight to my face. That's when I knew these niggas was stupid. I said, and I'm going to tell you, man, I appreciate you guys listening to me, man. He's stupid. I said, look, man, I got a problem. No joke. I'm going to tell you a real conversation that happened. I told some dudes behind the scenes. I said, look, man, I got a problem with this. I said, what's the problem? I said, this is the Irish mob. That's what I told him. I was like, man, I got a problem with this. That's the Irish mob. And they were like, why the fuck I care about the Irish mob? And right then I was like, these niggas are stupid. I ended the conversation and I got off the phone. True story about Daniel Kinahan. Daniel Kinahan. I told these dudes, bro, I got a problem with this because that's the Irish mob. Bro, I'm from Chicago. You know how many Irish people are in Chicago? The Dailies are Irish. Dude, I'm not playing with the Irish mob. I ain't got no problem with the Irish mob. I'm not saying that shit. You know what I mean? These dudes were literally with straight faces. I mean, in a straight voice because it was on the phone. Oh, what does that matter? Who cares? Who cares about the IRA? And then I said to him, I was like, dude, that's the IRA. They were like, what? I said, man, that's the IRA. That's the Irish Republican Army, bro. I told him, Daniel Kinahan is the Irish Republican Army, bro. That's the Irish Republican Army, bro. That's the IRA. Irish Republican Army, bro. You really sure you want beef with the IRA? I don't think you want any beef with the IRA. Like, I don't want any beef with the IRA. Do you want beef with the IRA? I don't want beef with the IRA. These dudes are so stupid. They're so stupid. They think that they can go to war with the IRA. And I'm going to back you up. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, bro. These idiots thought that they could roll over the IRA. Do you guys understand how stupid this is? These are the same dudes that you listen to every day and take boxing advice from. People that literally think that they don't have no problems with the IRA. First of all, you don't even know that he's the IRA. Like, I'm sitting here like, bro, you don't know that this man is the IRA? Who else but the IRA in Ireland could possibly do what you say Daniel Kinahan did? Like, these dummies are so stupid. Who in the world, just think, who in the world in Ireland could do the things that they claim Daniel Kinahan did? The world's biggest arms dealer, the world's biggest narcotics dealer, paid clip men. That's the IRA, you fucking idiot. That's the IRA. That's the IRA. You think Turki Alashiek is going to snatch the money from the IRA? Or better yet, you think Turki Alashiek is doing this without the IRA? You guys talk street shit, don't know nothing about it, bro. Y'all talk street shit, don't know nothing about it. Scott Miller said, Daniel Kinahan is the world's most wanted man. He's been on the run for the last 3 years. He's owned MTK Global. Bro, you will never, ever, ever arrest Daniel Kinahan, bro. You will never arrest Daniel Kinahan. You can't arrest him. How are you going to arrest him? You might as well try to arrest Putin. Good job trying to arrest Putin. Yeah, I got an arrest warrant for Putin. Yeah, okay. I can't wait to see you exercise that arrest warrant on Vladimir Putin. I would love to see you. I would love to see you do it. For real. I would love to see you issue an arrest warrant on Vladimir Putin. I would love to see you issue an arrest warrant on Daniel Kinahan. It's never, you're no way. And by the way, if they put him in a jail, it's worse. If they put him in a jail, it's worse. You need an army for that warrant. Exactly. You need an army to arrest him. And then how are you going to hold him? On top of it, not only how are you going to arrest Daniel, how are you going to hold him? I want to know what jail you're going to put him in to hold him. Everybody coming out of that place is going to get shot. I mean, seriously, you put Daniel Kinahan in an American jail. Every correctional officer in that place, bro, will not be able to leave that place and get home. They won't get home. How are you going to arrest him? So anyway, let's talk real shit, not this dumb shit you niggas be talking about. You're not going to arrest Daniel Kinahan is the answer to that. And if Daniel Kinahan wants you gone in the United States, bro, you're gone. Not me, though, but you niggas is gone. You know what I'm saying? You guys want to talk that real Russia shit, bro. I mean, you guys want to talk that real shit, bro. I ain't worried about Daniel Kinahan at all. Trust you, me, I'm not worried about him. Because I'm not going to do anything stupid enough to be worried about him. You guys, on the other hand, threaten Barbara D. You dummies, on the other hand, want to get in Barbara D's. You dummies, on the other hand, want to get in Barbara D. Of all people, you want to get into Barbara D's DMs, bro. Trust you me, there are people that support Daniel Kinahan, bro, that support Barbara D. Bro, you don't want to deal with him. Trust me. You don't want to deal with him. You don't want to deal with him. So I suggest you keep your pussy ass up out of her DMs and stop acting like you a big baller, boy, because you not. Okay? You not. And I don't care how many soldiers you got, boy. You are a little nigga to me. You a little nigga to me. Ha ha, I got an arrest warrant for Putin. Yeah, okay, exactly, bro. Exactly, dude. I love to see you arrest him. No, I'm serious. You guys want to talk real boxing. You can't talk real boxing without talking the streets, bro. You can't talk real boxing and what's really going on if you're not going to talk about that, bro. Okay? And I'm going to talk it to you straight up. I'm not Mike Coppinger, homie. I don't have to worry. I'm not Luda Bella. I don't have to worry. I'm not Al Heyman, partner. I don't have to worry. I'm telling you, you guys need to worry. You guys need to worry. When you go to sleep at night after you put that video up, boy, you need to worry. You need to worry. When somebody knocks on your door, you need to worry about who's behind that door. Is it a Fed or is it the IRA? Trust you me, you want it to be the Feds. You don't want it to be the IRA. You want it to be the Feds. You don't want it to be the Black Gorilla family, bro. You want it to be the Feds. You don't want it to be the Latin Kings, bro. Okay? You want it to be the Feds. You better hope a Fed knocks on your door. You better hope a Fed knocks on your door. No, this is me. Fuck you talking about this ain't me. No, this is me. Talking about it ain't me. No, this is very much me. I told you guys, I never wanted to tell you my name. I never wanted to show my face. I never wanted to talk about my business. I never wanted to talk about my family. And you niggas forced me to. And you thought you was doing shit by forcing me to do it the whole time. Because you thought you'd out my people by outing me. Is what you thought you could do. But guess what? Martin. I'm more than built like that, bitch. I'm more than built like that. 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 Trust me, my people are more than built like that. My people are more than built like that. I'm not built like that. I'll give it to you. I'm not built like that. I'm not knocking on your doors. I'm not getting the feds on you. I'm not doing that. Because I'm not built like that. My people are built like that, though. My people are built like that, though. Believe it. That's their full-time job, bro. That's their full-time job. That's how they earn a living. Getting bitch niggas like you is how they make a living. So no, I'm not built like that, bro. But you better believe my brother is. You better believe my family is. So again, I'll tell you again. Come on, get me, bro. Come get me. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm going to answer this question. It's the last time I'm going to do it, bro. Did you inherit some Hitler money? No, I did not inherit any Hitler money. No. My family's money was in trust 3,000 years before that nigga was ever born. Let me repeat, bro. No, I didn't get any Hitler money. My family's money was in trust 3,000 years before he was born. How about that? Nah, he said Hitler because I said Hitler's family. I did say Hitler's family. What you want me to say? I'm European, bro. What you want me to say? My mama's white. The only place my mother is black is in the United States, bro. When she's in Europe, she's white. So you guys do the math, buddy. You do the math. You do the math. Who's going to tell Turki Alashiek to his face, you a bitch? Come get me. Who? You pussies ain't doing it. You pussies ain't doing it. I'll call him a pussy to his face. He ain't going to do nothing to me. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. My mama's white, buddy. I'm sorry. Outside the United States, my mother's white. She's very European. She comes from the oldest family in European history. Let me repeat this for you racists. My mother comes from the oldest family, the oldest European family. They know their history all the way back to Egypt. You Negroes cannot chase your family lineage back to Egypt. I can track my lineage to Egypt. Do the math, buddy. Do the math. Do the math. I can trace my family to Egypt. What you think that means? What you think that means? Like I said, bro, you niggas is broke. I'm not broke. You niggas is broke. I'm not broke. Believe it. And you big niggas better give me a couple more commas. Anyway, I'm done because my wife is going to come here in a minute, bro. But like I said, and I'm going to get off on the super chat. I know I didn't make my target today, bro. Because honestly, man, I don't want you young kids getting caught up in this shit. You guys think you're thugs, bro. You guys are so far down the ladder, man. You guys are so far down the ladder that the niggas that you are achieving, you want to achieve are middle managers, bro. Which Egyptian, African, or Tamarian you just asking? Bro, I can trap my shit back to Ramses. We can track it back to Ramses. That's the answer to your question. OG Circle Game. We can track it back to Ramses. So anyway, like I said, you dudes are middle managers, bro. You're middle managers, and you can like it or you can lump it. But you're middle managers, and you need to sit your fucking asses down and stop trying to steal people's money. Anyway, I hope you think I'm lying. I hope you think I'm lying. I hope you think I'm lying. For the content, thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Gotcha. Thank you, bro. Overstood. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that, dog. Like I said, we go back 3,000 years at least. Dude, my white cousins got companies that have been in business for 500 years, bro. No joke, man. My family got shipping companies that are way over 500 years old under the name they currently have, bro. So, nah, man, I'm not really, I'm not really sweating you dudes, bro. I'm not really sweating you dudes. I'm just telling you, I'm not sweating you dudes. I love tribal history, so I ask the questions, no shade. No, it's all good, bro, because I can't usually say it. I'm just telling you, bro, because cats like, hey, dude, forewarned is forearmed. That's okay. Let's call it this. Forewarned is forearmed. You've been forewarned, which means you are formed armed. Fanon, do you know if Leonard Ellerby is still working with Tank? I think he is. I think he's out recruiting fighters. That's what I heard, bro. I think he's recruited by Troy Hutch said, make me an honorary member of the fam OG for sure. For now, we know you about to have to go. Have a good day. No, I'm good, bro. No, seriously, man. I want to tell y'all, man, so that you niggas know. Seriously, bro. I got to tell you so you know. When I was a kid, I grew up in a mafia town. I grew up with the mafia. I grew up with them. I fought with them. I was friends with them. Suburbs of Chicago, bro. Bunch of Italians, bunch of Irish dudes. Bro, they were my friends from the time I was a little kid, bro. I know their families. Just go look up Lombard, bro. And that's where I was raised, and that should tell you everything, man. That should tell you everything that you need to know was the fact that I was living in Lombard, Illinois, bro. And I lived there for 14 years. Raised with these kids. Raised with these families, bro. Raised with them. All the dudes you're scared of, all the boogeymen you think you can call, most of these people I went to grade school with, man. If I didn't go to grade school with them, I went to high school with them. Okay? Chicago is mobbed down to the hilt, bro. And I'm from the most mob place that there is in the U.S., in the United States of America, bro. West Chicago, homie. Trust me. But you don't believe me, and you think all my family is black, and you think just because I'm a black dude, that this nigga ain't got no muscle, that he ain't got no family, that he's just making shit up. Okay, keep fucking with my cousins then. If you don't believe that my family is my family, no worries. That's not my family. It ain't gonna make a difference when somebody knock on your door. It ain't gonna make a difference when they knock on your door. Anyway, OG said, my grandfather's a white Spaniard Cuban, so I know about the tribes hunching. Exactly. Merch's Dump said, I always thought Milwaukee was the worst till I took a trip to Chicago. Nah, Chicago is mob to the dude. Chicago is mob as it get, bro. And where I grew up was as mob as you get, bro. Seriously, man, my hometown where I grew up was as mob as you get. It's as mafia as you get, bro. No joke. It's as mafia as you get. So don't tell me, bro, I don't know mafia, bro. I grew up with the mafia. Grew up with them. Friends with them. Friends with them to this day. And if you don't believe me, go check my Facebook. Go check my LinkedIn. Go check who I'm friends with, bro. Go check the people's names. And if you know anything about anybody, you'll know what I'm saying is true. So I'm good. Thank you guys for getting me to 15. Every word I've told you is the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Fuck you, Turkey. Fuck you, bro. And I really hope you hear this. Fuck you, Turkey. Do something. Anyway, and I mean it. Fuck you, Turkey. Do something. That nigga ain't gonna do nothing. Bitch. And I want you to cut this shit and give it to him. I said fuck you. And I mean fuck you. In every sense of the word, Turkey, I mean fuck you. So, if I'm making it up, Turkey better do something. Thug, do something. Blue blood, do something. Do something. Any of you muscle niggas that want to act like you this and that, do something. Do something. You ain't gonna do shit. You bitch niggas ain't gonna do shit. And you know it. Anyway, get out of that woman's inbox. Get out of Barbara D's inbox. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.